What's going on, everybody? This is Odell Bazell. I'm really excited about this recording because it's really going to help a lot of people. And I think with so many things going on, so many things distracting us about life, we get off track of what the main thing is. And so when people are protesting for their rights, when people are marching, when people are litigating in the courtroom, when people are arguing with their spouse, when people are arguing with their kids, when people are trying to get a raise with their boss, there's so many different things that come into play. And I just want to focus this conversation around one question. That one question is, what do you want? What do you want? And this is a very simple question, but it's very complex as well because we want so many things, right? There's so many things that you and I both want. There's so many things available to us. And like I always tell people, when you have too many options, sometimes the decision making process is enormous and it's frustrating, and you don't end up making a good decision. And so when we're thinking about what it is that we want, I want you to focus on certain areas. There are going to be some areas that you want more things than others. So maybe if you're genuinely healthy, if you're pretty much healthy, maybe you don't want to focus as much in your health. You want to focus more in your finances. Maybe if your finances are decent, but your relationships aren't where you want them to be, maybe it's that. So what I will say to you is start learning how to narrow down stuff, right? We want everything. That's the human condition. As we know that there are more things, we want those things. I remember a saying that went like this. There was a very wealthy man, and he was asked, how much money is too much? And his response was, well, how much is there? However much there is out there, I want it. So focus on just one or two things that you want. And so the first step I will say for you really figuring out what you want and figuring out, how to live a better, happier life, how to earn more, how to learn more, how to laugh more, is to seek an objective perspective. Somebody on the outside, somebody that may or may not know you very well. So if that's a therapist, seek therapy. I had somebody tell me that, Odell, you don't have to be experiencing, trauma. You don't have to be experiencing depression or anything to talk to a therapist. Sometimes it's just cool to talk to somebody and have them totally focus on what you're talking about to give you better perspective and better clarity. So seek an objective perspective, because we are so focused on the things that we have gone through that we can't see some of the things that we've overcome. And a lot of times when we're going through this want thing, I want this, I want that, or I need this, or I need that, we're not focusing on the things that we've actually acquired, the blessings that we have. So step one, seek or find an objective perspective. Step two, start your one sentence story, keeping it simple. The question is, what do you want? Well, the one sentence story is basically about you talking about you outside of you. I'll make it clearer for you. You write your one sentence story in third person and you do it in three parts. So, third person, my name is Odell Bazell. So, I would say Odell, and I'll give you a quick example of that. This is an example of the one sentence story, and this is just basic, but you write this, and this helps you move forward in learning what you desire and trying to transition from where you are to where you want to be. So Odell overcame poverty by going to college and starting his own business. So let's break down that sentence a little bit. Your sentence can be longer. Your sentence can be shorter. It can be a few sentences, but the concept is, let's just figure out what we have overcome and what we want. So even if you have not achieved what it is that you want in the one sentence story, you put that at the end of it. So let's look at it. Odell overcame poverty. That was what I overcame in this example by going to college. So we're attributing my overcoming college, my overcoming poverty rather, to going to college. So that's the thing. And then and starting his own business. So that is how I overcame poverty, by going to college and starting my own business. And so if in this example, my goal was to start my own business, well, that's what it is at the end. Going to college and doing that helped me overcome poverty. For you, your one sentence story is going to be different. Maybe whatever you insert your name, you overcame abuse, you overcame mental trauma, you overcame a physical disability, you overcame an early pregnancy, a bad relationship, whatever it is, you overcame that thing by, and then you lay out how you overcame it and then what you want at the end of it. So just work on that for yourself. Start your one sentence story today. And then lastly, you improve in the area that you want. So going back to the beginning, if you want to be healthier, okay, let's look at this. I want to be healthier. So I seek an objective perspective from a physical trainer, from a nutritionist, from a doctor, whatever. Then you start your one sentence story. What did you overcome? Or what are you trying to overcome? I overcame being overweight. I overcame diabetes by going to a doctor, by going to a nutritionist, by trying an organic lifestyle, and then I lost 28 pounds. But Odell, I haven't done that. Doesn't matter. You are the author of your own success story. You just got to write it first. And most people think that their story has to be a book. It has to be one sentence. And then you go to the next sentence, and then you go to the next sentence. But when we're going through all of this, and for those of you that are considering getting involved in activism, for those of you that are considering, getting involved in social justice movements or anything like that, I implore you, I ask you to ask this question. What is it that you want? What is it that your movement wants? What is it that you want? Then get an objective perspective on how you can get that want, and then start your one sentence story. And then that one sentence story will lead to another sentence, will lead to another sentence. And then you continue to improve in that area. I promise you, this will help you. This helped me. And so for those of you listening, for those of you watching, I hope that you will adopt the one sentence story. If you need any help with that, just simply reach out to me and I'll give you more insight on that. But I look forward to sharing more and more with you as the days, as the weeks, as the years come. Remember, you are the author of your success story. You just got to write it one sentence at a time. Talk to you soon.